Yeah, I totally know wearing my uniform is actually lame, but it goes so well with today's topic. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome everybody. So it's Thursday, and you know, every Thursday, without fail, what do? We get into the Badlands on this channel because one of the missions of this channel is to make sure that we have a place on this platform on YouTube to build massive global community around that show because it is the best show on TV. Yeah, there's a lot of good shows on TV, but there's nothing on TV like Into the Badlands. So if you're a fan of that show and you've been looking for some community, then you are in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because we cover the show heavily on this channel. So today's topic, you guys, comes by special request. We are actually going to talk about Sonny. We're going to take a look at his fighting style, and then I'm going to share with you why I think Sonny is so special. Before we get into it, let me update you because I always get this question: when is the show coming back, Al? So guys, I can share the same thing with you. I'm hearing January, February. Oh man, some people are saying March. I don't even want to say that to you because I know people are frustrated and I don't want to lose anybody because I'm telling you, when the show comes back, there's so much for us to get into. And even now, while we're waiting for the show to come back, we're going to have a video every Thursday because there's so much for us to cover. So hold on, guys. I'm frustrated too. It's been ridiculous we've had to wait so long, but I don't want to lose anybody. I want to build on the community because there's so much for us to get into. And we're going to be doing a lot of live stuff as well when the show returns. So it should be a lot of fun. All right, so let's talk about Sonny. So if we talk about Sonny and we look at the different styles that we see into the Badlands, and we actually do see a lot of different styles in the Badlands, even though the primary style you see in the Badlands is wushu or kung fu, you may call it. That's kind of the base style. Everybody has an element of wushu or kung fu when they're fighting into the Badlands. But if we talk about a particular style that Sonny has, I would definitely say Sonny's main style is wushu or kung fu. And you see that with a lot of different elements the way that Sonny fights. You see that with sometimes how he holds his hands. You know, you guys have seen him use the single knuckle, or some people call it a dragon. I know some disciplines even call it a phoenix fist. There's a whole bunch of different names for it. You see that with the types of weapons that he uses and things like that. So his primary style or his base style is definitely wushu or kung fu. Sometimes you see a couple of different elements of some other things. You'll see a little bit of the ground game in there. So he's doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but there's not a whole bunch of that. But when you look at Sonny, he looks like a kung fu or a wushu practitioner. So that's what Sonny's base style is. Now, I will tell you what makes Sonny so unique to me is actually his ability to adapt. He's just crazy adaptive. It doesn't matter who's in front of him. If he has a big guy in front of him like Moon that has a much more different style in terms of how he fights. I've said this in other videos, very powerful, very strong, very heavy strikes, but Sonny is able to adapt to that as well. So his real value, his superpower, if you will, is seeing who's in front of him and being able to adapt to the style that's in front of him. And in some cases, even the environment that's in front of him. It makes me think when they had that fight scene underground in Blind Cannibal Assassins, which, oh man, I love that fight scene so much. Even there, how he was able to be adaptive, and even how he is able to use different things in his environment as a weapon. You guys remember when he was in the Bourne mines, and the dude is shackled, right? He's got shackles, his hands are shackled, his neck is shackled, and he's using that as a weapon. Or when he's in the library and he's talking to the River King and he's fighting the Black Lotus, at some point he uses the ladder as a weapon. So one of Sonny's biggest values is that he is pretty much able to use whatever is around him as a weapon. We saw the same thing when he was in the trailer and he was defending Henry for the guys who came to get Henry. Apparently there was like a price on Henry's head, or a price on his head. So we see adaptability. I think that that's one of his main traits, and I think that's one of the things that makes Sonny so special, how he is able to really adapt to whoever is in front of him. I also think that one of the things that makes Sonny so special is a plus for him, but also a minus, and that is really how he is pretty much singularly focused when he fights. So Sonny's going to go straight in. Sonny's going to, he doesn't use a lot of a lot of indirect routes. He's going to take it to you when he fights. And I think that's an asset for Sonny in the sense that his skill level is so high. He has a lot of success when he does that. I think it's a deficit for Sonny because sometimes he has people in front of him where he needs to be more thoughtful than just a straight on attack. A good example of that is when he was fighting the Abbots, especially with that rain scene. Not the rain scene, but when they come and take MK and they're in the town. Boy, that fight scene was amazing. But you see how him having a fighting style that's so direct there worked against him. And when you think about how they fought Sonny, how they moved on off lines and angles to fight Sonny, that in that case that did not benefit him. So him being able to be kind of direct in his fighting style or in his approach or how he engages the enemy is an asset, but also can be a deficit for him. But I think on the whole, Sonny is a great fighter. I think that would I call Sonny the best fighter on the show? I guess I would probably say yes. But I do think that there are some people that can really give him some go. I especially now think the Widow could probably give him some go. And you guys are probably thinking about what happened during their encounter with the first episode and really how she was no match for Sonny. Clearly she was not. But in her state right now, I think that she probably could give Sonny some go. That's my take on Sonny and his fighting style, you guys. Let me know what you think about Sonny's fighting style. Do you like it? Do you think it's better than others? Do you think it has some holes? What do you think about that? What type of fighting styles would you like to see more of in the show? I'm interested about that as well. I know some people have said they'd like to see more BJJ in the show, and we see a little bit of it, but not a lot of it. And then some other styles. Somebody actually mentioned even seeing capoeira in the show as well. So what are some other fighting styles that you guys would like to check out in Into the Badlands? Guys, thank you so much, as always, for being here. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to wear this, get out of my superhero t-shirts and actually get to wear my uniform, which is cool. Some of you guys might think it's kind of lame. Yeah, I guess it is kind of lame, but it's fun to wear it anyway. Guys, if you like this, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, share it, and let's get into it in the comments. What do you think Sonny's fighting style is? What fighting styles would you like to see on the show? And who do you actually think is the best fighter in the show? Guys, thank you as always. And with that, I will see you on the next video. Peace.